Kai, it was not funny. Honestly, it was not funny at all. It was so scary. Like that day that we almost robbed, I still went out like 30 minutes before that time. The robbers came 30 minutes after. Do you know how scary that was? They thought that what if it was when I was outside that the robbers got here. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, what would I have done? I was so scared. Like, seriously. Okay, so before I go into my story, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please kindly subscribe now. It's that Niger girl. Alright, so let me just continue. Alright, so that night, this was how it happened. The robbers came, because our door was already locked that day. But people were still going outside to go and fetch water that day. But thank God, it was just grace of God. Because normally, sometimes we don't even close our common entrance at that time. Sometimes, but that day we closed our door, and it was so amazing. At first the person was knocking, like the person was a member of the hostel. Now it's different rooms, like in the same block, something like that. So the person was knocking on the common entrance, and the person was like, go, please come, somebody come and open the door for me. Nobody answered. The person kept knocking. I'm just coming back from my class, somebody should come and open the door for me now. Like the person was really doing as if the person was innocent. And he kept going on and on about it, but nobody stood up. Now, even me, I cannot stand up at that time to go and open the door for anybody. Like, if you are going to be coming that late, then you should have told your friend that, hello friend, please, I'm going to be coming late, please come and open the door for me when I get back at that time. I'm trying to say, but the person kept on knocking. So I just felt like, well, your friends will get up at a point. Even if they are asleep, they'll wake up at a point and come and open the door for you. Just continue knocking. So it's got annoying. Like, it went on for about 30 minutes or so, and then I was just like, in my mind, I'm just like, what's this guy problem? He's not giving us peace. Some people were even watching films. Some people didn't know actually anybody was knocking, but the guy kept on knocking. Later, somebody just shouted from his room, nobody should open the door. If you open the door, you're at your own risk, and something like that. So the person knocking, probably he knew that nobody was eventually going to open the door for him, so he got more aggressive. He started knocking, open this door, and stuff like that. And honestly, I was very scared. I didn't know what to do. Has anything ever happened to you that you are supposed to call somebody, probably police, the security, somebody should come and help, but you just don't know who to call? What I'm trying to say? Like, that was how it happened that night. I did not know who to call. Who can I call? So I picked up my phone and I started dialing people's number. I don't know. I was not expecting them to like send security or anything, because is there police around us? I don't think so. But I picked up my phone and I started dialing my dad's number. At least, he should be able to tell me that, don't worry, my brain, now my break, that kind of thing now. That was what I was expecting. At least it would give me comfort, like, to be okay, stuff like that. The number was not going through. I didn't want to call my mom because I didn't want to scare her, But I eventually dialed her line. Her number did not go through. I was like, God, is this your way of punishing me? I know I must have sinned a lot. I tried a lot of people's line that night. It was just one number that went through, and the person did not pick up. My God, I was so scared. Like, my legs were shaking. I could literally not stand up. It was like I wanted to urinate on my body. Then the girl was crying in the next room. I was like, God, stop crying. You're even making my head like, I don't even understand. Eventually, the people left. These robbers that were trying to rob us went. It was after they now went that my hostel mates were now doing strong head. They now came out of their room. They're now like, oh yeah, where's the robber? Everybody come out. Remember, I'm like, when the robbers were here, why didn't you come out? That kind of thing. I'm not laughing at them, but honestly, for that night, I could see that from that night I was really traumatized. I don't know how to pronounce it now. Is it traumatized or like traumatized or something like that? But that night I could no longer sleep in my hostel because I didn't have a roommate. I was like, I cannot even sleep alone in this room tonight. So I went to sleep in another person's room. But the next day, because I was like, if I go to my friend's hostel, when they come, what if they come to come and rob them in their own hostel too? I could not sleep in my hostel. I could not sleep in another person's hostel. So every night I would go inside school to go and sleep inside school. It was kind of summer. I would have gone home. Honestly, assuming I was not doing exam, I would have gone, because I was so scared. Immediately I finished my exam, I carried my load. I went home because I feel like home is still safer than here. Like honestly, I was so scared. Even after I got back from home, I was still very scared. I could not sleep in my room for months. Like seriously for months. Then later, when I wanted to come back to school, I was like, okay, I'll change my hostel because there's this hostel where the doors are ironed on. But by the time I got back, it was already occupied and stuff. But I still had to stay back in my hostel. But I thank God that everything is okay now. Although sometimes in the midnight, sometimes I still wake up and I get scared and I'm unable to sleep till the next morning. But it's better than before. Stuff like this actually like cause mental issues. I don't want to call my own mental issues because I don't have any mental problem. But you know what I'm trying to say. Alright, so thank you so much for listening to my story. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please kindly subscribe now. Give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to come back for more. It's your Niger girl. Alright, so bye.